night, intense sex.
Tak, minasá konnichiwa, já vás vítám u dnešního streamu ze hry Honkai Star Rail Special Program. Stream a záznam bude určitě jako vždy na update 1.5. Minulý týden vyšel ten special program, já jsem to v neděli a ji chtěl streamovat, nestalo se tak, takže po týdnu s menším zpožděním, jak je u mě zvykem. Dneska se na něho podíváme na update 1.5, na nové postavy a na nové věci. Všechny kódy Steral JD, které budete moct získat na streamu, tak, nebo v tom videu, tak vlastně už nejdou použít. Fungovalo to jenom do půlnoci. A takže máte smůlu, už se to nestihli a zapomněli. A jenom se na to podíváme, už byly oznámené i postavy na update 1.6, jak by vás zvykem, takže už se ví, ale teďka se podíváme na 1.5. Jenom se na to podíváme, dělám to jako pokaždé, když je special program jak na Genshin nebo na Honkai. A vždycky tomu něco řeknu a podíváme se na to, jak kdyby společně, nebo kdo chce se mnou. No, 42 minut, takže to bude určitě tak trochu zdlouhavější. Doufám, že stream pojede, protože mi to píše nějaké datový tok a uvidíme, no. Pokud jste ho viděli, tak asi není nějak už potřeba, abyste se nadívali znovu, pokud nechcete jedině se mnou. Takže já to jenom přetočím. 4 minuty zbytečně. A jak budou ty kódy, tak já to vždycky skipnu. Tak, pojďme. International Peace Corporation, OK.
The finest hand-picked, well-tied spring.
Nebudeš řvát?
Chewiest brown sugar boba on the
Tak, tak to jsem to zeslabil.
Flavor and health.
Je možná 4,5.
The drink of diviners.
Bubble tea.
Newsflash. The IPC will soon be dispatching representatives to multiple worlds. The effort is part of a raft of new measures to encourage trade and strengthen friendship throughout the cosmos. The Genius Society's newest masterpiece, Simulated Universe World 8, is about to go live. Madame Herta has revealed that the project is about to enter the launch phase. For further details, don't forget to tune in to our program's follow-up reporting. Renowned songstress Robin has received an invitation to perform at Penacony's Charmony
Vidět
Festival.
trochu aspoň.
Hello? Hello?
To je ta nová postava, ne? Co bude? Vím, že je ta nevím, jak se tady jmenuje, to za chvilku vidíme a o něj...
Recent days, the Xianzhou Luofu has reported an
15.
uptick
jo.
in supernatural
Vychází dneska
activity,
11. za 4
with evil
dny.
spirits wreaking havoc across multiple locations. The Ten Lords Commission has assured citizens that it is thoroughly investigating all incidents. This program
postava
will be
podobná
bringing you the
Hutao,
latest
někteří
as the
porovnávali.
story unfolds.
Nebo
For more
neporovnávali,
details, stay
přirovnávali,
tuned for
že
the
jsou
upcoming
podobné.
Haunted Xianzhou special program.
Beautiful creature. Bless you for choosing to die.
Tady je jedna z nových pětkových postav.
Allow me to ask you, as a fellow entity of the universe, are you acquainted with the goddess Sidrilla?
Tak trailer samozřejmě.
Another anomaly in this shining universe. Since you do not understand the beauty, I will have to show you.
Připomíná statuenu Yusha z toho skopím tou postavu. Tak barevno, barevně, akorát vlasy. Motojas se jmenuje, ne, myslím. Tohle postavu jsem ani nezískal. Uvažuji, jestli máme zkusit vyžnání ještě, nebo vyšvarp. Nová oblast? Nebo to bude k tomu eventu asi, že?
Yo, what's up? You're finally here.
To je ona.
Captain Hohua, should we start the
To bude příští update tamta. To prostě já je Miko, akorát z Lilin. Chybí. Spojená s Hutal. Tak tady je první kód, ale pokud je tu napsané dokdy, jo, tady to máte. Bylo do 4.11. do 12 hodin, takže už je to neplatný. Tak já to přetočím. Se nezdržujeme. Tak nás čeká ještě kolik minut. Takže už byl Halloween, je to trochu pozdě, ale ok, no.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the
Já jsem nepustil titulky, že?
Haunted Cienjo special program.
Nevadí, až teď no.
For today's episode, we've invited two special guests. Together, we'll be introducing you to the Cienjo's weirdest and most wonderful.
Hi everyone! I'm the Galactic Baseballer!
Speaking of weird and wonderful.
Hey guys, Grey Knife in here. It's an honor to be a guest on the 1.5 special program. I mean, Owlbert's Haunted Cienjo special program.
Huh? Owlbert, did you unlock a new skin?
That's one way of putting it. Naturally, an anchor of my standing.
Tady ta postava, myslím, a tam vzadu by měla být updateu 1.6. A pokud se nepletu, nevím, můžete napsat, že do konce roku už by je toto poslední update 1.5. Už by, nevím, jestli před Vánocema asi těžko vyjde 1.6. Teď nevím, můžete napsat. Genshin bude mít ještě jeden update v prosinci, ale Honkai nevím. Takže to bude hlavní event, určitě i.
Why is it suddenly getting so much attention?
Allow me to explain. A while back, the Artisanship Commission's creation furnace was shattered, and the heliobi trapped inside were able to escape.
Připomíná já Miko, akorát že v zelené barvě, zelených barvech a z Lilin. Spojenou s Hutal.
Wait, what's a heliobi?
People say that the heliobi are the result of accumulated grievances. They can possess people, deceive the senses, affect the soul, and usurp the flesh. Those possessed exhibit bizarre
Vím, že ty special programy tak mají dlouhé, vždycky byly také kratší. No, u Honkai ne, ale u Genshinu a tež poslední bylo dlouhé.
How could it just break?
Rumor has it, the Artisanship Commission's surveillance recorded a gray-haired figure in dark clothing.
Huh. Gray hair, dark clothing? Did they have a baseball bat?
Hey, don't pin this on me! The destruction of the creation furnace was a direct result of the Stellaron disaster. Right, Albert? Just tell us more about Fixtural Garden?
Fixtural Garden has always been overflowing with yin energy, and the garden itself is littered with suppression towers, stone monoliths.
Temné prostředí, to vypadá dost zajímavé a pěkně.
It's creepy enough in the day, but when the sun goes down, things get a whole lot creepier. The garden is layered and deceptive, and it's easy to lose your bearings. Since the heliobi moved in, it's probably the most dangerous place on the Luofu. Heliobi are experts when it comes to possession, And even the most experienced Wraith Wardens
Tam je
and
animáci.
automaton spectral envoys can become their victims. When you can't tell your friend from your enemy, things tend to go south fast. If all that wasn't enough, they say that Mara-stricken members of the Ten Lords Commission also wander the garden. A word of advice? Keep your wits about you.
Sounds like great streaming material to me. I bet I
No,
can
takže
become
hlavní
the
příběh.
CNJO's #1 streamer
Okay.
in no time.
Funny you should mention. To most people, Fixtral Garden was always a strange and desolate place that rarely got much attention. But now that stories are beginning to circulate, the situation has changed. Recently, the CNJO's online forums have been filling up with posts describing supernatural phenomena.
Tak zbytečně za mě pecany, ale toto.
Everything from self-playing violins to the wailing cries of vengeful ghosts. Unsurprisingly,
No, mají si s tím práci, ale zbytečně to je dlouhé. No to má čumět, no také dlouhé.
are loving every second.
In my experience, forums aren't exactly the
No,
most.
nepřijde asi, jak někteří dělají, že vystřihnou to hlavní, udělají z toho krátké video, to nejdůležitější a tečka, no.
Trailblazer, what do you think? Wanna start a ghost hunting squad with me?
Budeš to celé streamovat nebo dělat video z toho.
Headstands, balancing acts, spear deflection, sword juggling and boulder
Mě to třeba osobně nezajímá toto.
Now you're an expert in ghost hunting?
Who said I was an expert? I just have a lot of transferable skills. That's all.
Well, you better hope so. Speaking of which, in the brand new version 1.5 Trailblaze Continuance, a Foxian Tale of the Hunted, the Ghost Hunting Squad will be responsible for chasing down Heliobi, purging evil, resolving crises, and protecting the CNJO. A Foxian Tale of the Hunted is divided into 5 chapters and starts off with the Ghost Hunting Squad facing an
15 minut, 105 minut byl začátek vlak tady, pak nějaké blbosti
the story continues to unfold with twins, Precipient, Sword Essence, and Foxian Dream.
5 chapters, huh? We'll be topping CNJO internet searches in no time!
See? I knew we were on the same wavelength.
In addition to Trailblaze Continuance, and together with Miss Gwaynifin, Trailblazers will also be facing Fixtral Garden dangers in both Lawfu Urban Legends and Ghost Hunting Squad missions.
Cool.
Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, during the Ghost Hunting Squad's fixtural exploration, Trailblazers can jointly manage Gwaynifin socials. Posting threads is a great way to create discussion among CNJO netizens and fans of the supernatural.
I can't wait! We're gonna get the whole CNJO talking. Seriously, this is once-in-a-lifetime material. We gotta plug it for everything it's got. I'm talking daily updates, community engagement, all that good stuff. Once you get enough momentum, the fan base grows itself.
Social media stardom is finally on the horizon.
Oh, you know, Miss Gwaynifin.
No, hlavní event.
Room for creative talent.
Že nepředstavují postavy první, rozebírají. Můžeme získat Litecoin.
The Albert's stamp of approval goes a long way.
Aw, thanks, Albert. I'm afraid I'm too invested in the CNJO for now, though. Good to know there's an offer on the table.
Well, it's cool. I get it. But here's my card if you ever want a collab. Just give me a shout.
Deal. Now, where were we? Oh, socials. Increasing your account's popularity level allows you to unlock more stories and events. Your ghost hunting skills will only improve as you unlock more suppression towers and take on new challenges.
Not to mention, by completing limited time missions, Trailblazers can obtain the event Litecoin, hey, over here. What do you think, Gwaylings? Let's give it up for Gwaynifin's generosity! Woo! Still, I hope the ghost hunting squad is up to the job. Sounds like we'll have a lot on our plate.
Don't worry. You might just be getting a helping hand from one of the CNJO's most
Většinou jeden hlavní, 3 vedlejší. Nebo vedlejší. 3 malé. Zvědavě tady, já si to nepamatuju, myslím, že tu je. Jeden hlavní, což je toto.
Nobody does it like the Ten Lords. But despite their reputation, they're shrouded in a certain amount of mystery.
Whoa! The 10 Lords are getting involved? Just when I thought our stream couldn't get any crazier.
Well, before you get too excited, I'd spend some time getting to know your assignee. The Ten Lords
Jenom kecají ani neukazují, to je úplně nudné toto jako.
in investigating the fixture garden situation.
Trainee, huh? As long as they're confident in their abilities.
To videa a jenom furt kecají. No, jedna z nových postav. Teda mi připomíná, jak říkám znova, já je Miko v zelených barvách, v Liun podobě a trochu pohutalo, co se týče těch duchovních skillů a tak možná a ještě s někým možná.
Huohua is a wind-type character following the path of abundance.
Ho,
Trainee
wind,
judge of the Ten Lords
pětka.
Commission.
Wait, is her tail on fire?
Those are the spookiest looking flames I've ever seen.
Yeah, does being on fire help with ghost hunting?
What are you two whispering about?
Nothing. Just
Ten staje postavu jenom pětku, myslím broňu. A ty spíš support.
Good
Záleží, co bude
question.
ona.
Huohua is essentially a
Wow.
magnet for evil. Something that comes in super handy for the Ten Lords Commission. They couldn't believe their luck.
Sounds qualified.
Of course. Talent comes in all shapes and sizes. The key is to bring the best out of everyone. Still, to her, Huohua's unique skill set isn't
Říká mi to
exactly a
podobné, no.
blessing. People say she has the worst luck on the CN show. Always running into ghosts, tripping over thin air.
Healer, takže taky support.
Well, if I spent my life running into
Tak
ghosts,
to nepotřebuji.
I'd probably fall over a lot too.
I remember one of my Guilings had the same problem. Lucky for her, one of my sponsors sells this amazing remedy that can...
And we're getting sidetracked. Anyway, I only told you half the story. Bad luck, evil attraction.
Ježišmar,
what
to
you
mě tak
like.
nebaví.
It all started from a single unfortunate event.
Oh?
Až skilly a kecej o blbosti, mi to nezajímá.
Tail was possessed by a monstrous long-life species. Any guesses? Yep, it was a heliobus. That
Kámo, to
very
video,
same day, the
kámo, ten
Ten
special
Lords
program mohlo
Commission
mít tak 20
decided to
minut.
seal the monster in its hiding place and took
Bez toho
Huohua
kecání
under
posraného.
their wing.
I get it. So Huohua is kind of like a Ten Lords guinea pig. I think Herda had a similar fate planned for me.
That may have been part of it. However, the Ten Lords realized that Huohua had the ability to pacify the monster. Naturally, anyone able to wield the power of a heliobus was seen as a potential weapon of war.
But she's just a baby! How could a scared little Foxian girl ever take on the responsibilities of the Ten Lords?
Oh, Huohua's well aware she's a scaredy cat. That's why she watches so many horror mercia, to train her courage. I guess you could call that fighting fear with fear. I'm here all week, y'all.
If that actually worked, I'd have joined the Stellaron Hunters already.
Practicality aside, Huohua's willingness to confront her shortcomings is a true sign of professionalism. Not to mention, having spent more than a few years in the company of a heliobus, she's had to develop her own tricks for banishing evil.
To je čtverka jako no.
Huohua's basic attack, Banner Storm
Čtverkové mám, ale
Guard,
pětkové.
can do wind damage to a single target.
Kind of looks like her tail is the one making the decisions.
When using her skill, Talisman Protection, Huohua bravely brandishes her banner, restoring HP to a single ally and adjacent teammates.
Are you sure she's not trying to surrender?
Huohua's ultimate, Tail Spiritual Domination, can regenerate allies' energy and increase their attack.
Well, so that's what a heliobus looks like.
No
Support.
wonder it took the Ten Lords Commission to seal it away.
When under the influence of her tail, Huohua has a few special talents. After using her skill, she receives Sacrifice Life. Sacrifice Life can grant allies a set amount of HP restoration at the beginning of their respective turns or when they use their ultimate.
Nice. Not bad for a trainee, huh? This ghost hunting squad's gonna kick butt.
That's not all. Huohua's technique, Fiend Impeachment of Evil, sends her enemies into a horror-struck state and scatters them in all directions. When attacking a horror-struck enemy, there's a chance of reducing their attack.
Oh, scaring away your enemies. Nice moves, Huohua. Still not getting judge vibes, though.
Hey, easy on the trainee. Of course, when you're dealing with Heliobi, the more judges, the better. That's why the 10 Lords appointed a seasoned veteran to bring up the rear. I'm talking about none other than Hanya!
Jo, tak ona už bude teďka, aha, já jsem si, že až příštím updateu, tak jsem se sekl. Tak tu chci čtverková postava, ale... Když tvrdí, že ty čtverkové postavy se mi líbí víc, abych chtěl, tak... To čtverky. Fyziko. To musím mít. Postavu.
I remember that face. I saw her on the Return to Darkness light cone.
Correctamundo. Rumor has it, she's one of two sisters dedicated
Physical
to the
harmony.
work of the 10 Lords. She's responsible for predicting karmic offenses and recording corresponding judgments. Or to be more precise, Hanya reads the karmic sins of criminals and uses her oracle brush to record their punishments. She's good at her job and takes it super seriously. In the 10 Lords Commission, her reputation precedes her.
Sounds like a 10 Lord celebrity.
She put in the hours, that's for sure. In order to determine
To
their
připomíná
sins,
Shenhe.
Hanya reads the memories of the Mara struck in the form of dreams.
Cool. Sounds like our ghost hunting squad just found its guiding light. No offense, Hua Hua, but those sound like credentials.
Hey, enough with the hua bullying. But speaking of credentials, it's time to see what Hanya can do on the battlefield. During her basic attack, Hanya uses her oracle brush to assault the enemy, dealing physical damage to a single target.
She really lives by the pen is mightier than the sword, huh?
No to je štětec.
I'll get my coat.
In addition to dealing physical damage to a single target, Hanya's skill, Samsara Lot, can inflict them with a burdened state.
Ooh, is that Hanya's way of marking enemies prior to sentencing?
Pretty much. Allies inflict increased damage on enemies marked with burden. And if that wasn't enough, after an ally launches a set amount of attacks on an enemy marked with burden, they recover a skill point.
When the going gets tough, Hanya's got your buff.
Hanya's ultimate, 10 Lords Decree, all shall obey, can increase speed and attack for a
Dobře, ta
single
animace.
ally.
Automatky.
When Hanya uses her technique during exploration, she immediately launches an attack and inflicts burden on a random enemy.
When the enemy won't budge, call in the judge.
All that aside, in version 1.5, the new
Probably
stagnant shadow,
boss.
Shape of Perdition, will appear within the Fixtural Garden map on the Cienjo Lafu. Complete the challenge to obtain new physical ascension materials. Within the same map, will also
nové
be welcoming Cavern of
reliky,
Corrosion.
kámo, na to, že to je druhá oblast.
Complete the challenge
Furt.
to obtain two
Já až v
brand
příštím
new
roce se
Cavern
v květnu
relics,
dočkáme nové oblasti.
and
Jo, ale tak
Grand Duke Incinerated
hodně postav.
Axes.
A relíku a tak.
Well, that just about brings us
Snad více
to
než
the
v
final
Genshinu za
section
chvilku bude.
of our Haunted
To Genshin je o 3 roky
special program.
delší, nebo 2,5.
This program isn't nearly haunted
Genshin slovo
enough for
tento
my
rok
liking.
v září 3 a Honkai vyšel v
You
květnu.
know, beautiful
2,5,
foxy and
dejme tomu.
spirits knocking on your door at midnight. That kind of thing.
I think you're thinking of a different program.
Moving swiftly on to some exciting updates. Thanks again for watching, y'all, and don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after the following commercials.
Kolik přetočíme, to nám je prd.
Sick and tired of the daily grind? Had enough of running errands?
To ne.
Test fights, Scott Benson laws.
To je.
You have an challenge in the back in order to bring out the ultimate fighter. To register your nation for full participants. Your beloved, rewarded with a brand new Pentagony Land of the Dreams and Ferment Frontline
Nový event?
Glamour. Speak louder than words.
Jo, to je druhý event, jo.
Are in your hands. Madam Herda of the Genius Society is about to launch unlimited beta testing for the newly developed Simulated Universe World 8. Participants will
Svět
have their
8,
costs
tyjo.
covered and progress saved for
Takže
future
event,
iterations.
to byl malý
In order to
pozory.
participate in this offline
Dobře chápu. Takže jeden
competition,
hlavní,
please
jeden
head to
menší.
the most mysterious place in the universe, Herda's office. Test participants will be rewarded with a brand new Pentagony Land of the Dreams and Ferment Frontline Glamoth Planar Ornaments. What are you waiting for? Get testing! Good news! The Planar Fisher and Garden of Plenty events are about to begin. It's the version
Double, a tu je další nová pětková postava.
Do the hard work for 3 minutes and get your hands on double rewards together with Argenti. One must explore the essence of beauty to appreciate the depth of chivalry. Yes, it is I, your beloved avian servant. Welcome to Interastral Peace Media's second special program, Legend of Cosmic Beauty. In today's program, we will be introducing a new friend of the universe.
Yo, how's my favorite audience doing? Great to see you. We've hardly been gone, and Albert here's already had another wardrobe change.
Perhaps you didn't get the memo, but we're about to be discussing a night of impeccable elegance. It's time to get fancy. So, without further ado, allow me to introduce a member of the Knights of Beauty, Argenti!
Jako designově ty postavy nevypadají fakt vůbec špatně, no.
Argenti is a physical type character following the path of erudition. As a devoted admirer of a drill of the beauty, Argenti spends his life roaming the universe and
so the simulated universe occurrences Curio, Robe of the Beauty, and Knights of Beauty to the rescue. They're obviously related to the Knights, right? Running into the Knights of Beauty while testing the simulated universe is always a blessing. Those guys are a lifeline in a tight spot. Especially when I can't get enough path resonance.
Treating people with courtesy,
Pětkové pyro nepotřebuju, to mám tolik. No tolik. Dostal jsem teďka topaz, na hybeku nedám teď dopustí, takže nepotřebuju.
In the simulated universe, not every helping hand is benevolent, but those provided by the Knights are beyond question. May the names of Argenti and the Beauty be blessed for all eternity.
Speaking of which, Albert, what was that Planar Fissure and Garden of Plenty commercial all about?
Well, Argenti magnanimously answered our call and agreed to appear in our commercial as a corporate ambassador.
Že by ty eventy ukazovali předtím, jak předtím ten to neukazovali.
The IPM acknowledges that Adrilla the Beauty is the most peerless beauty of them all.
Albert, what did you get yourself into now?
No need to worry.
Litecoiny neukazovali. Mají dneska také chaotické, předtím to mají tak postupně. Trailer, představení nových postav, litecoiny, jaké budou warpy celkově. A pak eventy. A příběh. Dneska také chaotické.
From his daily armor cleaning routine to his constant grace, all of it stems from his pursuit of the beauty. Elegance is Argenti's middle name and even manifests itself in his combat. Argenti's basic attack, Fleeting Fragrance, can deal physical damage to a single target. His skill, Justice Hereby Blooms, can deal physical damage to all enemies.
Nice! Man, I wish I looked that elegant in combat.
Argenti's ultimate is pretty unique, triggering different effects depending on the amount of energy consumed. Such is the manifold beauty of Adrilla. When consuming a small amount of energy, Argenti's ultimate, for in this garden supreme beauty bestows, can deal damage to all enemies. When consuming all energy, Argenti's ultimate becomes Merit Bestowed in My Garden, which deals greater damage. It also inflicts additional damage on a random target.
Huh? Wait, so you can choose how much energy to release?
That's not all. Argenti's talent, Sublime Object, can allow Argenti to regenerate additional energy and obtain a stack of self-cultivation. Self-cultivation can increase Argenti's crit rate.
Oh, so the more self-cultivation, the fiercer his attacks. Or, to put it another way, Argenti needs to attack as many enemies as possible. The greater the number of enemies, the faster his energy regeneration, and the stronger his combat.
Exactly! Stronger combat, faster energy regeneration, more enemies to attack.
Argenti giving erudition vibes. I'm here for it.
Argenti's technique, Manifesto of Purest Virtue, can daze enemies within a set range. Dazed enemies are unable to launch attacks. Attacking a dazed enemy to enter combat not only deals damage to all enemies, but also regenerates Argenti's energy.
Woo! Argenti is kind of handsome. I'm feeling a little dazed myself.
They say looks can kill. That's true. That Argenti fans are in for a fatal surprise in version 1.5. In Night of Universal Hallucinations, Trailblazers will encounter Argenti en route to a Washtopia.
Wait a second. A wash a what now? I shower every day.
Slow down there, Trailblazer. Have you never asked yourself how the Astral Express stays so clean and shiny?
Because Pom-Pom's always cleaning up after us?
It's because the train
Nevím tu čtvrku, co tam ukazovali, tak to bych chtěl. Takže až bude ta Fox, nebo jak se jmenuje, vyslovuje tak. Bude, teď si to zjistí, nazvím doufám. Tak, vlastně bude ta čtverka, tak by to zkusil.
And a little bird tells me he's set for a showdown with the entire crew.
I don't get it. Why are we always either in a fight or on the way to one?
A fight, you say? Far too bourgeois a term. What you meant to say was a
chivalrous display of nevím proč. Já spíš ten hlavní event a ten, jak byl ten kód, tak tam byl druhý event. Nějaký ten menší. Ale to všechno. Jsem si někde, jak jsem to přetáčel, někde mysnul něco. No, vždycky to na začátku a teď to dají na konci. Ne, ta čtverka s ní nebude, do prčic. Tak uvidíme, kdo bude mít rerun, protože jich tam je hodně těch. Tak tu skipnu asi. V druhé fázi asi bude i ta čtverka. Silver ale zase nechci farpovat Silver Wolf, protože kdybych ji náhodou dostal, tak je to škoda, kdybych mohl získat ho. No uvidíme, no, ale Silver Wolf bych měl vylepšenou. No tak v příštím updateu 1.6 bude rerun na Kafku. Protože minulé byl na teďka ještě doposud se update 1.4, tak tam je rerun na jak se jmenuje ta postava? Stelu. Jestli to říkám správně. Pak byl update, kde byla Silverwolf a v třetím updateu byla Kafka a to bude extra.
Long time no see, Silverwolf. I wonder if her game accounts are doing any better.
Včera je reruny už, no.
You first.
Now, it's time to take a look at version 1.5's light cones. In the first phase of version 1.5, the drop rate of the 5-star light cone, Night of Fright, will be...
Určitě, když to Argentino moc nemusím, ale zkusil bych to, abych tu čtverku získal. A nebo Silverwolf. A kdybych ji dostal lakersky, tak bych měl vylepšenou Silverwolf.
The train is about to make the jump, and here's some other cool stuff. Starting from 1.5 within the team selection and character ascension screens, every character will have brand new voices.
Oh.
Different kind of arena.
Promoted again? Is that good or
Pepe, dobře, já nevím, jestli to mají teď. Ale teď to nebude také mrtvé, no, ty postavy.
If a character's already fully ascended, can we still hear their line?
We got you covered. All audio lines get saved in the index. You can listen back at any time. Here's something else. In version 1.5, we'll also be seeing a guest book feature update. If Trailblazers are ever curious to check which friends have visited the Express, The guest book has a record and message from each visit.
Such a neat idea.
Additionally, the Forgotten Hall will also be receiving updates in 1.5. First up, in Forgotten Hall Combat, Trailblazers can now choose to re-challenge.
Re-challenge?
It's like this. If things aren't going too smooth when challenging a certain stage,
Ale já jsem za celou dobu viděl 2 eventy. Ten hlavní a jeden ten, co byl v tom kódu, takže pokud víte víc a já jsem něco vynechal.
A chance to replan your main technique strategy, perhaps. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, stopping and restarting a challenge in the second half of a stage doesn't mean you have to redo the first half.
Whew, that is a relief.
And when entering the Forgotten Hall, your combat lineup for each stage is now remembered, regardless of whether you met with victory or defeat. Your previous lineup will be waiting for you on the preparation screen. No need for manual selection.
Now that's my kind of update.
Can't wait for Trailblazers to give it all a spin. The Forgotten Hall is an important system within the game. Updates will continue to be rolled out, so stay tuned for future versions. Well, looks like it's time for our final redemption code. See you on the other side, Trailblazers.
Zbytečné ukecané to je. A to je všecko, jo.
Good to see you again,
A zase tam budou těch 10 warpů. No za mě, já nevím, já jsem viděl 2 eventy, co mají být, ten hlavní a ten jeden. Asi jsem něco přeslechl, nebo si nevšiml, je to možné. No a uvidíme, jak budeme warpovat, no. Já se musím podívat teď po streamu, jaké mají být přesně ty postavy v tom dalším updateu 1.6. A tu 4 bych chtěl. To je pěkné, že každý update máš 10 warpů free, to měl být i Genshin. Každý update ještě dát 10 vyšů. No, dostáváš Primogemy, ale tady taky dostáváš Stalger, když je update, ale ještě dostaneš 10 dalších zalognutí. No, takže to by bylo pro dnešní stream ze special programu 1.5 na Honkai Star všecko. Ti z vás, co jste se dívali se mnou, to přetáčeli, sami mi napište, na co se těšíte tomto updateu, koho budete warpovat, jestli novou, 5kovou postavu Hahua nebo Argentyho, jsem Argentyho 5kovou pyro postavu druhé fázi, a nebo tu 4, kterou nevím, jak se teďka jmenuje, jsem to zapomněl. Na nový event, který je takový halloweenský duchčkový nádech, i když později, jako s čínskou takovou tématikou, kdybych to k něčemu přirovnal. No a jak se těšíte na třeba budoucí update na ty postavy, které byly oznámeny, to mi napište taky. A příště uvidíme se dalšího special programu, za pár dní nám vychází 15. listopadu, to je za 4 dny od dneška. Vyjde update, takže to je myslím ve středu, pokud se nepletu. Ve středu, takže tak. No a to je ode mě vše, já se s vámi loučím a u dalších streamů a videí na mém kanále. Čau.